Hey guys, my name is Sarah, and I'm a professional wing girl and owner of the Wing Girl Method, which means it's my job to tell you tons of secrets about women so you can be super successful with them. So here's a question I got from Josh Marn is it true that porn can ruin my relationship with my girlfriend? Should I stop watching it? I really love her and don't want to lose her. First of all, Josh, that is one of the sweetest things I've ever heard a guy willing to give up porn for the love of his life. Okay, I'm totally joking with you because it actually really is super sweet. So here's the nitty-gritty about porn and its effect on you. Before I dive into this topic, I do want to say that I watch porn from time to time. I watch it alone. I've watched it with boyfriends. Watching a healthy amount of porn can be a very good thing, minus all the negatives around the people who are part of the porn industry. But I'm not here to save souls. People, I'm here to educate. Okay? So every time I watch porn, it either educates me, turns me on, or makes things fun. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that when porn does become wrong or bad. It's when it becomes an addiction and you start to forego your real-life interactions with viable hot women for a night in with the literal boob. To start getting super science-y for a second, explain why too much porn can not only ruin your relationship, it can also ruin you. First of all, research shows that a large percentage of men who frequently watch porn have difficulty with getting or maintaining an erection you don't want. That you try explaining that to your horny girlfriend who suddenly developed a complex after multiple times of you losing your erection while having sex with her. This can lead to feelings of insecurity and confusion on her part, especially if she starts to believe she's not attractive enough or doing something wrong sexually, and emotional intimacy can begin to suffer once physical connection starts to break down. Now, second, the more you watch porn, the more porn you need to get off, very similar to drugs and alcohol dependency. One shot of tequila just doesn't get you there anymore. And now you need 10 same goes with porn. The more that type of stimuli becomes available to you, the more you need to do to give you that same hype. This is called desensitization, and it means your brain becomes less responsive to the same amount of stimulation over time, and eventually you need more extreme types of content to feel the same rush or excitement, which creates unrealistic sexual expectations that are often impossible for real-life partners to meet. And what real-life woman can compete with the endless storylines, the crazy positions, and openness of the world of porn? I know that I sure can't. I'd have to quit my day job and focus solely on pleasuring my man. And honestly, even if I did that, I probably still couldn't match the variety and novelty that the porn world offers. So, third, the more porn you watch, the more the view of your world and your lady becomes skewed. You'll start to think things like, why doesn't Rebecca want to blow me while we're waiting in line at the DMV? Does she still like me? Do I like her? And that's where your perception becomes completely disconnected from reality. And when that disconnect grows, it becomes harder to appreciate the actual beauty and intimacy of a real relationship. You may start to resent your partner for not living up to unrealistic scenarios, and that resentment can turn into emotional detachment, boredom, or even infidelity. In extreme cases, you might even lose interest in sex altogether with real women and prefer the solo experience of porn simply because it feels more rewarding and less complicated. And that's when you're heading into really dangerous territory, not just for your relationship, but for your self-esteem and mental health as well. These are just 3 of the ways that heavy usage of porn can have a major impact on you and your relationship, Josh. As a basic guideline that will ensure your relationship stays full of love, keep the porn watching to a minimum. Make sure it doesn't replace or diminish the quality time and emotional connection you share with your partner. Communication is key, and if porn use ever becomes a source of tension, embarrassment, or secrecy in your relationship, it's definitely a sign that something needs to shift in your habits. For more insider tips, advice, and guidance on what women want, continue watching my videos, or you can check on my website. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss out on all the important insider information I'm going to be sharing with you about what women want. If there's a topic or a question or a comment that you want me to pay attention to or answer, write it in the comment section below. Once again, I'm Marnie, your very own personal wing girl and owner of the Wing Girl Method, and I will see you soon. Absolutely. Here's a seamless next part continuation of the original script, keeping the same style, tone, and structure while diving deeper into the topic, adding more insights, value, and important information for your viewers or readers. This would logically follow what you've already covered. Now that we've talked about the ways porn can negatively impact you and your relationship. I want to dig a little deeper into what you can actually do if you feel like you're getting too dependent on it, or if your partner is starting to feel like she's competing with something she can never really measure up to. First and foremost, it's important to know that you're not broken, you're not weird, and you're definitely not alone. There are millions of men all over the world who struggle with this exact issue, and the good news is that there are simple changes you can make starting today to take back control of your sex life and emotional connection without giving up everything cold turkey unless you want to. Of course. So let's talk solutions. The first thing you want to do is build awareness. If you notice that you're using porn out of boredom, stress, anxiety, or just habit, then that's the first red flag. Porn shouldn't be your escape every time life gets hard. If you're stressed out from work, hit the gym, go for a walk. Call a friend, meditate, or do literally anything that brings you back into your body and mind in a healthy way. This builds emotional discipline and keeps your coping mechanisms in check. Next, try doing something called a dopamine detox, which basically means you reduce the flood of quick pleasure hits that you normally get from screens, junk food, and yes, porn. This helps reset your brain's reward system so that you can start finding satisfaction in real life. Interactions again, imagine being excited again, just by holding hands, making out, or even locking eyes with someone hot, instead of needing the most outrageous 47-tab porn marathon to feel anything. If you're in a relationship right now and your partner has noticed your porn habits or even brought them up, don't lie, don't get defensive, and definitely don't gaslight her for noticing. Be honest with her. Tell her you're working on creating more intimacy and you're open to doing that together if she's on board. Many couples even decide to watch porn together as a way of opening up sexually or learning about each other's fantasies. But the key is that it's consensual, open, and doesn't replace your real connection. It complements it. Also, it's really important that you spend more time developing real intimacy in your relationship. And that doesn't always mean sex. True intimacy comes from emotional safety, playfulness, curiosity, and even just being totally present with each other without distractions. If you make your partner feel like she's your priority and that your attraction to her is real and meaningful, she'll naturally become more open sexually as well, because she feels desired in a way that porn never could replicate. And if you're single, this still applies because your relationship with yourself is your foundation. Make it a priority to build real-life interactions and develop social skills that make you confident and comfortable. Around women, practice approaching women, practice listening to women, practice being present instead of zoning out into a fantasy world online. The more grounded and fulfilled you are in your real life, the less you'll feel the need to escape to porn or anything else that disconnects you from what you truly want. So whether you're in a relationship or not, reducing your dependency on porn is not just about sex. It's about regaining control of your time, your energy, your attention, and your sense of masculinity. It's about training your mind and your body to crave what's real, rather than what's easy and temporary. And yes, it can be uncomfortable at first. But like anything worthwhile in life, it gets easier with consistency and support. Alright, guys, if you're serious about becoming the kind of man women are naturally drawn to, not just physically, but emotionally and intellectually as well, then this kind of self-awareness and self-control is absolutely essential. And I'm here to help guide you every step of the way. I'm constantly creating content, tools, and programs designed to help you become your best self with women and in life. So if you haven't already, go check out. You'll find tons of free resources, insider tips, and even one-on-one coaching options if you're ready to go deeper. And as always, don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and subscribe. Dark Facts 2.0 to the channel, so you never miss any of my insider secrets on how to be more confident, attractive, and successful with women. And of course, if there's a topic you want me to cover or a question you've been dying to ask, just drop it in the comments below, and I promise I'll be reading and responding. I'll see you very soon in the next video.